What's going on, everybody? It's Big Man Game in the building. You know what I mean? If you want any car content, things like that, if you're into cars like me, you can check out the Mr. Everything channel. You know what I'm saying? And get it like that, from a different angle. But today, what we're going to talk about is stress and the 5 things that you can do to relieve some of that stress. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to get into it like that. Now, we ain't going to super dissect the definition of stress. I'm pretty sure everybody who's checking out this video knows what stress is, so we're going to get into it like that. So, everybody at one time in their life is going to encounter stressful situations. And typically, a lot of times when stressful situations happen, we really can't necessarily change things in that moment, but there are things that you can do to relieve your stress. And so, top 5, they could be in any order. I just happen to put them in this order, and there's also a lot more things you can do than just 5 types of things to release stress or relieve the stress. There's more than that, but I'm just basically focusing on the 5. And so we're going to start with number 5, you know what I mean? So number 5, I would say relaxation. Now, you can do lots of different things to relax. Typically, a lot of times, a lot of things that relax me, or a few things that relax me. I like to listen to music. I love music, you know what I'm saying? So I will find myself playing music throughout the day. Don't mind me if I'm looking a little bit tired too, because, I do work like I'm sure a lot of y'all work. So this is at the end of my day right now. So relaxation, that's number 5. I mentioned music. There's a lot of things I do to relax. Sometimes you can light a candle while listening to your music. Sometimes you can just sit back and close your eyes and just reflect on all the things that you're trying to do. The best thing to do is keep busy, you know what I'm saying? So even while I'm relaxing, I'm just sitting back and visualizing all the things that I want to do. And that kind of that releases a lot of stress for me, because when there's nothing else and I sit back and I relax, just focusing on things that I got that are good, that helps me, to relieve stress. Number 4, you can hit the gym. Now, I've been hitting the gym and I do some workout and stuff like that at home, because as you are in the gym, if you pumping iron or you hitting the treadmill, the elliptical, I do all those things. And by the time I'm done doing all that stuff, typically whatever was stressing me out, doesn't really affect me as bad. I mean, it's just things that I do now, So whether it's hitting the gym or even doing a workout at home, there's plenty of things. Hitting a punching bag, you know what I'm saying? I do happen to have. Number 3, everybody needs to develop a support system. Now, your support system could be, maybe you find a support group. That's not saying, you necessarily have to, just limit the support to any one particular thing. Maybe you have a support group of, I don't know, whatever type of support you might need. But the support I would be referring to as far as a support group is family or friends. Sometimes, depending on how your family is, maybe you might not have that much of a support from your family. And for those who do, use your family, you know what I mean, to support you. It's not always just one type of support, like maybe financial. A lot of people, refer to money a lot, but support to me is, if I need you, maybe I just need to talk. Maybe I just need to clear my head. And, there are a few people that I have And they know who they are, not because I talk to you, frequently. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if I don't talk every single day, or I could still, have people that are good friends to me. I have a small circle, but very effective. So you need a support group, because when times get rough, you need to be able to depend on people. So um, there's plenty of ways you can get a support group. You just kind of got to look around your circle and see what type of friends you have, what type of family you have. And between the two, you should be able to, come up with something, someone that is, useful to you in your times of need. Number two, it's a good one, martial arts. You don't have enough discipline. Maybe you need to develop some type of discipline. Maybe you need to just kind of relieve that stress. This is one of those good stress relievers. I'm telling you, you join any martial arts class, judo, taekwondo, karate, whatever tickles your fancy, and by the time you're done punching and kicking, and sometimes you will get your butt kicked, by people who, have been training 10 times longer than you. By the time you get up out of there, trust me, your stress will be relieved. And then the better that you get, the better you will feel. You know what I mean? So, number one, the number one way on this video anyway to relieve stress is to find a hobby. Now, there's plenty of hobbies. Some people play games. I love to play video games. You know what I mean? That's my thing, one of my things. I'm a car lover, so I love cars. I can go out at any time of the day or night, and sometimes just to start that car up and hear that engine rev and roar. That's some of my favorite stuff. Or just taking one of the vehicles down the road and coming back, or going for a nice cruise. Develop a hobby. Trust me, if you develop a hobby, when things get rough, you can always revert to that hobby, depending on what you like. Some hobbies cost more than others. The car game is not a cheap hobby, because when something breaks down, you're going to have to fix it, and that costs money. But whatever hobby you develop, just have fun with it. And a lot of times that might be your go-to, but those are just 5 things that I happen to come up with to release or relieve you of some stress. And things that I came up with, those 5, those will work. Trust me, because out of all the 5 things I put down, that's just some of the stuff that I do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't do a whole lot of, you won't catch me making videos about stuff that I don't know. Typically, these are the things that I use in my personal life to release some stress, but they work. Trust me. One of those 5 will work. And let's just say, you think about one of these 5 and it's just not at the top of your list. Develop something that you can do that will relieve you of your stress and have you feeling better when you're done. So go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll be back with something else, but these are some things that you can do to relieve your stress. Trust me, they'll work. And tune in for the next video, and I'll be back with that. Don't know what it's going to be just yet, because I kind of do it on the fly. But hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Drop a comment down below and let me know what you do that relieves your stress. Later.